Hey there, quirky folks. Today we're going to focus upon the mighty god of thunder.
Las Vegas! What?
His next film, Thor Love and Thunder, was originally supposed to arrive in November 2021, but it kept on getting delayed. First it got the February 2022 release slot, then it sat on the May 2022 slot for a very long time. But sadly, Marvel has pushed their movies once more, and Thor Love and Thunder will now arrive on July 8th, 2022. I'm pretty sure that this big Phase 4 movie will not be pushed any further, but it's just that we'll have to wait for its first trailer a little longer. The hype train for this film is moving pretty slowly right now, since we haven't gotten many reveals from it yet, but everyone knows that it is going to be the biggest Thor movie to date. It will pack the most amazing roster of actors and characters. Valkyrie and the Guardians will be there, Lady Sif is returning, Jane Foster is coming back to become the mighty Thor, Christian Bale is playing the big bad villain, Russell Crowe will cameo as the Olympian god Zeus, so this one could really electrify the box office. Thor is the first among MCU's big three who is getting his fourth solo movie.
But if you put the hammer in an elevator,
it would still go up. Elevator's not worthy.
I'm gonna miss these little talks of ours.
if you don't leave.
So I've got to think that this will be huge. But since it is Chris Hemsworth's 10th MCU appearance, including What If, one might think that it could be his last.
Crown Prince of Asgard, you've been chosen.
So people have actually been asking the big question, will Thor die in Thor Love and Thunder? Before we tell you the answer, it'd be amazing if you guys would hit the subscribe button. And we've got some cool stuff on our channel, so be sure to check that out as well. Okay now, about Thor. Even in the absence of Captain America and Iron Man, the MCU certainly has a lot of other big hitters. But after the Hawkeye series, he might be one of the only two OG Avengers left in the MCU. Ever since Thor Ragnarok, the love for Chris Hemsworth Thor has risen rapidly.
Because that's what heroes do.
And when we got the Bring Me Thanos shot, that's when everyone realized the true cinematic potential that God of Thunder holds.
Bring me Thanos!
After that, Thor became very relatable to us regular humans. Avengers Endgame portrayed him as a failure who was hiding the strength to become the man he once was. So, Thor has been on quite the journey, and people have loved all of his phases.
I didn't say I was from the future.
I was raised by witches, boy. I see with more than eyes, you know that.
I'm totally from the future.
Yes, you are.
He may not be the strongest Avenger, but he could certainly be people's favorite Avenger right now. Every time he is in a movie, he brings in a lot of power and hype with him. Chris Hemsworth's comic timing has only gotten better with time. So if you ask me, I'd say that Thor will definitely not die in Thor Love and Thunder. I mean, yes, there is a possibility that Marvel could choose to kill him off. There are two major reasons why he could die. The first reason is that we're getting a new Thor through Jane Foster. And secondly, he's going to take on Gore the God Butcher. The name of this villain could actually be enough to strike fear into the hearts of all Thor fans across the world. Since he is a literal god killer, he's obviously going to be among the biggest villains Thor has ever fought. So to surprise everyone, Marvel could go with their self-sacrifice trope. Thor could make his final sacrifice play while killing Gore, and he could pass his mantle on to the mighty Thor. But I've got several other reasons for why Thor will not die. Let me start the section with what Chris Hemsworth had to say about this. Last year when he was asked about leaving the MCU after Love and Thunder, he replied, "Are you crazy? I'm not going into any retirement period. Thor is far too young for that. He's only 1,500 years old. It's definitely not a film that I say goodbye to this brand. At least I hope so." So yeah, this is the first reason why he will not be put down in the fourth Thor movie.
What?
Hemsworth is not ready to go out, and this isn't one of those situations where MCU actors lie to prevent spoilers. When the likes of Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. were leaving the MCU, It was known for a while that the Avengers Endgame will be their last film before it came out. Actors like Tatiana Maslany, Haley Steinfeld, and Jonathan Majors lied about their MCU roles.
So pure of heart.
But none of these are the cases for Chris Hemsworth. It's as he said, Thor is too young by Asgardian standards, and even Hemsworth is pretty young. He is just 38, and with the kind of love he has for fitness and his workout regimen, I think that he could maintain his shape for at least a decade, if not more. He could actually carry this character on until the 2030s if Marvel wants that. But let's not go that far ahead in time just yet. Let's talk about the story of Love and Thunder. The death of Thor in the movie will not make sense just yet, because towards the second half of Endgame, he finally started to reinvent himself.
Still worthy.
For the first time in his life, he is not going to be the person he was supposed to be. Rather, he will become the person he wants to be. He will become the best version of himself while traveling along with the Asgardians, and he will rekindle his long-lost love story with Jane Foster.
Sorry to hear that Jane dumped you.
She didn't dump me, you know. I dumped her. It's a mutual dumping.
So in many ways, Love and Thunder is a new beginning for Thor. And how can a major character die right when he gets his fresh start? I believe that this is the film where he gets his true Thor force. He will defeat the God Butcher for sure, and he will at least star in another Avengers film and another Thor film. You see, Taika Waititi has always stated that he wanted to complete his own trilogy after Thor Ragnarok. So we will surely have another Thor movie with him, and probably even Jane Foster. Whether he'd get another one after that will depend upon factors like the box office and character saturation. But Thor 5 will definitely happen, and even the Avengers are not done with him. They need him in the upcoming battle against Kang the Conqueror. They'd probably need him even after that. And generally speaking, there's plenty that Marvel could still do with Thor. His journey will still go uphill. He could be a part of so many amazing battles. With characters as strong as the Eternals and Adam Warlock coming in, the fans would surely want to see them take on Thor.
Adam.
They'd want to see battles like Hercules versus Thor, Beta Ray Bill versus Thor, and many, many more. If the God of Thunder is still mighty profitable for the studio, then I don't think why Marvel would try to fix what isn't broken by giving him an early death. Okay, that's all. That's my take on this whole matter. What do you guys have to say about it? Let us know if you think Thor will die in Thor Love and Thunder. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!